Hello Capricorn, this is Anastasia for Amira Salon channel with your 2019 general reading. I'm going to use today 2 decks of cards. I will use 3 cards from Golden Tarot deck. The first card would be about your love life, romance, partnerships, communication with significant others. The second card would be about your workplace situation, about career, profession, all these kind of things. And the final card from this deck would be about your overall health, wealth, finances, and overall well-being. And to complement this reading, I would like to pull out 1 card for you for 2019 from Spirit Animal Awareness deck. I really love this deck because I think for many of us in 2019 we really need to learn from animals about survival skills. It's nothing to be scared about, but I really feel that we have to be closer to nature and to kind of earthly energies. And for Capricorn specifically, it's very good to be kind of grounded and to feel more connected to your mission in this life. And yeah, for some reason I think that for many of us it would be the end of the cycle, because 19 and then comes again the new cycle. So please use this this time for preparing for renewal, and we will see what spirit animals will tell us. Now I'm pulling out a card for your love and passion, Capricorn. 9 of coins. This is the first card. The second card is your workplace situation, career, and 10 of wands would be related to overall well-being, finances, and health. So the first card for you, Capricorn, for 2019 in terms of love and relationship and relationships with significant others is 9 of coins. What we see here, we see a very beautiful lady walking in her garden. There's a lot of pentacles and coins around her. It's beautiful. There is, I think it's a goat or a lamb. Yeah, I would say it's a lamb. It's a lamb. She has, I think it's a hawk on her hand. So anyways, what is the energy coming to you from this card? First of all, it's the energy of being in peace with yourself. So I think because we picked this card in the position of love, I would say it's a good omen that you will be in peace with yourself related to your love life. So let's say if before 2019 you were struggling, let's say with tough relationship, or you had problems in partnerships, or you were in a conflict with your loved ones, 2019 will bring a lot of calm, beautiful energy of peace in all possible ways. Maybe you're getting into heritage, and financial gain will solve a lot of conflicts and problems between yourself and your partner who you live with. It could be also a family member. And a lot of problems that you were struggling before and had conflicts about with your loved ones, they will be solved or they will dissipate, which is very nice. It's very positive, right? To be in peace with yourself. It also shows that you can be quite self-respected, valued, and self-content in the relationship. There won't be a lot of passion though, because this card usually shows more pragmatic kind of and practical happiness than emotional happiness. But I would say it's not a bad thing, because Capricorns, they are people who normally value peace more than being madly in love, because it always brings some kind of imbalance in your emotional life. So I think you have to be blessed with a lot of peacefully going relationships may be a little bit dull or boring at times. Maybe you will be more on your own. Maybe your romantic partner won't be very much available for you. Maybe they're working too hard for making you feel comfortable if you share your, space of living space. But I think you have to appreciate that. Please count your blessings, and yeah, I would say be grateful. I think you have to be very grateful for whoever is together with you and who takes care of you. And also you can be the one who takes care for your loved ones, and you will bring so much harmony and peace into this mutual in connecting, like you will be really nicely connected to your loved ones. That's how I feel. Maybe taking care of practical side of your union, like where to live, how to share your budget. It will take away attention from a lot of kind of passionate and impulsive energies that sometimes married couples or just lovers can fall into, which is good, I think. So maybe not so much of passion, madly in love. Or maybe you will be feeling isolated at times, but you can find a lot of peace in your surroundings. You create your own world, and you will love it. That's how I feel. If you're single, I wouldn't say it's a very promising card to meet someone new in 2019. But please, again, count your blessing to live in your own world, and you can, again, look for a partner, but please do it with a cool mind, and don't forget that you have to. You don't want another person to break your peace. That's how I feel for some of you. Maybe you're thinking about getting married and you're not quite sure about that person, and more likely you don't see this person in your living space around you, and it's kind of scary to you. I think you really have to negotiate that. You have to make sure that's the right match. These people will be not disturbing your inner peace. Because you need harmony. You're a sign, Capricorns. They treasure this wonderful, like home. It's their safe place, right? They don't want outsiders or strangers to disturb their peace. So think about that in terms of your love life and how you're creating this world with another person. For some of you, it would be better. You would be better off by yourselves in 2019. Okay. I think for many of you who are single, it's a year of search and finding the right person. Like it's worth waiting for. That's the message that I just heard. It's worth waiting for. For those who you are in love relationship, most likely it would be very peaceful and harmonious. Harmony is in place there. A little bit boring, but it's so beautiful. 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups. It's a very interesting card. In the position of workplace related issues or scenarios, I would say that you feel that you have accumulated a lot of experience and skills, and you are ready to move on to get something better than you have right now. This person, he looks very determined. He's passing by a lot of cups that maybe are there for him already, but he is kind of very determined to start a new journey. That's how I feel. Maybe you're bored with what you've been doing for a long time. Maybe you think that now I can get a raise, I can get a promotion, I can actually be in charge of other people. I'm ending a cycle of being an apprentice. So you feel, for many of you, you will feel that now you can be a master rather than an apprentice, and it's okay. And at times there are doubts if it's a good thing to do, to quit and look for something else, or maybe you're in doubt if you should ask for a raise or promotion, if it's the right time. This card shows that yes, you are ready. You are ready to move on, and moreover, 2019 has something in store for you, much better than you already have. You have to stick to what you already accumulated, but you can apply your skills and talents in a new capacity, and you have to start a search. And don't start, you know, kind of, I would say, don't move too fast. That's the image that I see. Like, I'm looking how this person is moving, although he is kind of determined, but I feel that you need to slow down a little bit and collect more information before you quit your current job. That's how I feel. And there will be some new opportunities. You don't know yet. You have to take a leap of faith. But this leap of faith is not only in blind destiny, blind fate, but also based in your ability and accumulated experience that you can share with the world. Why to keep yourself so much hidden? That's the message from your guides. Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands, it's a card when the person who has so many wands in his arms, in his hands, he's kind of, yeah, I can do that, I can do that, I'm very strong, I have a power, but do I need all of that? This is the kind of a question that maybe is at the back of his mind, because he looks very worried. He looks very worried. It's too, maybe he promised to someone to hold all of this and carry all those wands, but now he's kind of scared that he's not quite sure that he can do that. And he's questioning his own strength. So how we can interpret this card? Talking about health, don't stress yourself out too much by doing a lot of things at once. Even though I didn't see a lot of Capricorns who are lovers of being a multitasker, I think my experience showed me that they like to take one step at a time, focus on one thing, do it with perfection, and then move on. And they have this kind of a little bit of obsessive disorder by checking and testing for how perfect the job has been done, how perfectly they have done this job, and then they check and check and check and check, and then they move on and they do the next step, the next task. They give their all to this. So this person is not a typical Capricorn, because he decides to take all of the wands at once, and he is scared because now when he took all of them, he feels he is not that strong. So I think that you have to be very wise about how many jobs you're doing at once. You should not you should not disperse your attention and your energy onto many things at once, many people at once. You have to be more asking yourself, do I need this? Why I'm doing that? Because if you're too stressed physically, you will have problems with health for sure. You will be too stressed, and you will feel I feel somebody like I even now have some pain, some aching in the bones, like you will have arthritis or something, and it's not a pleasant thing to experience. Some of you will be so even depressed or so tired that to the verge of depression, like, why I'm doing that? Life doesn't have a meaning. I'm doing this job every day for so many years. Why I'm doing that? It doesn't bring me happiness. So I think this card is kind of a call for you to wake up and ask yourself, do you need whatever you have, whatever you grabbed? We can put it this way. It can also show that there is a must for cleanup, for decluttering of your living space. Do you need all those objects that maybe you are keeping from many years so far? Do you need all of them around you? I think they're draining your energy. They're taking up the space for the new energy of life coming into your surroundings, but it's there, like old books, old I don't know, souvenirs, memorabilia, you know, all those things that it's very hard for you to say goodbye to them, but they are draining your energy, because we need space. We need space for new energy to fill our living, you know, place of residence. It could also relate to your work situation. So maybe you cannot just work in the same team of people anymore. Maybe you need to have some fresh look at who is around you as your colleagues. Maybe they are not supportive enough for you anymore, because they're kind of putting you down, or they're raining on your parade when you have new ideas. So whatever is the case, this is not a good thing to do, to have everything at once. Rather, you have to pick up those ones and sticks that you really need, and then you will be more successful in whatever you are doing and healthier. Don't overeat. Don't overwork. Don't take extra hours. Don't sit and without moving for a long time. I would say pick up sports that you would like to go in for, and it will be very good for your body and for your, be close to the nature. Go outside. That's how I feel about this card as well. In terms of money, you know, sometimes we cannot get all the money. I know that Capricorns, you guys are very ambitious and you like to make money and to have possessions, but stop at the point when you feel that it doesn't make you happy anymore. You can tell me, oh, there is no such a case when money is enough, but you know, sometimes you have to ask yourself, maybe because I want this, I want that all at once, you're losing those moments of lightness, of joy of life. And that's why you're not happy, because happiness is kind of around you, but you don't see it due to this wants that surround you. Okay, and the card mouse. You have a mouse for a spirit animal, kind of ally for 2019. So let me read positive side. Abundance, persistence, humility, power in numbers, attention to detail. Shadow side, timid, fearful, disorganized, lack of boundaries. So I think this card is trying to remind you that small steps and bite after bite is better than having all at once. Also, in terms of, remember I was talking about hidden talents and hidden skills, and you don't want to hide your talent, you have to share it with the world. I think it's also kind of related to this energy that mouse is all the time hiding somewhere. So don't hide yourself, don't be too timid and fearful. Organize your life in such a way that you are open to the world if you know that you have something important to share. I think it relates to this card as well. Mouse also is an animal that has wonderful survival skills. They can, sometimes they can get a piece of food right in front of the cat and run away with it. So be careful. Don't take a lot of risks, but you definitely will have a couple of events or not opportunities, but scenarios in 2019 when you have to be very ready to run, I would say, or ready to hide from a threat. Also, something like that comes out. Humility, power in numbers. Power in numbers. You're very attentive to detail. So rather than taking everything at once, pay attention to detail. Pull out one wand and look, explore it and examine it, And if we talk about responsibilities at the workplace, it will bring you more recognition than you are trying to do everything by yourself. Maybe as a boss, you have to ask other people to work for you too, right? And not doing everything by yourself. It could also relate to the family situation when you are taking care of so many things, of everything around you, of the books, of bringing food to the house, of you know, supporting your family members, but you have to you make them lazy. It doesn't teach them good. It teaches them that there will be always a person who will be a scapegoat. So again, we have some kind of resonating energy here too. So you have, you know, mice, they live in families, and every kind of member of a family is contributing something to the family, right? It's not only one family member who is providing resources. All of them, they are trying hard to contribute to the budget of the family, metaphorically speaking, of course. Yeah, lack of boundaries. You really have to set up your boundaries, and I think it's also about this card. In terms of love, mouse, I don't know, nothing comes to me at this point. Humility, attention to detail. Maybe when I was talking about you have to be on the alert how a new person, a new family member, or your lover, a new partner can interfere with your harmony, with your home, metaphorically speaking, with your peace, you really have to think about that. You have to set the boundaries, because sometimes when you're in love, somebody grabs all your time, all your space, all your attention, so you feel depleted, and you won't feel that powerful and happy as this person in this card. So I think there is a lot of things that you can interpret and kind of find connection here, and you're most welcome to do so. Remember, it's a very general reading. I can pick up some messages for some of you who are watching, but sometimes it's like a mess in my head, because like I'm trying to pick up a message for one person, but there are many of you watching at once. So it's a good idea to book a personal reading if you want to do so. Other than that, I wish you all the best in 2019, Capricorn. I feel good about this spread. There is a lot of good advice coming to you in terms of how to make your life more organized and how to keep your harmony and peace intact, and at the same time communicate with other people, asking for like distributing the responsibilities at work or at home, and you can move on with a lot of strategic skills as well. Thank you very much for watching, and I wish you well. Bye bye.